Arielle Sandbloom first tasted the world on a caramel rose sunrise 21 August 1999 in a weather-worn clapboard cottage that balances on shrimp trap pilings above the translucent jade of Crystal River floor. Outside, a gentle manatee rolled through eelgrass shallows, and her mother, a wandering salsa soul trumpet player who carries pressed orange blossom petals inside her Valvo cloth, floated a four-note lull that made chipped enamel cups tremble with tiny applause. Her father, a lighthouse relay technician who sketches cloud spoonbills on job reports to stay awake, leaned so close their freckles touched and promised the newborn that peer gossip, lunch line whispers, and clothing racks quitting at 14 would always move aside for anyone who chose to occupy every inch of the outline they were given. Spool all through the Sandbloom lineage, the same way warm golf loops thread beneath spring-fed springs. So nobody panicked when baby Arielle burst her second muslin swaddle long before the kettle whistled. Granny Melodia simply sewed shrimp boat twine through the tears, patched the gaps with carnival kite cloth, and laughed that a handspan of fabric cost pennies, while trimming a sunrise can cost your spirited shine. Grade school years smelt of pencil shavings, cinnamon hush puppies drifting from the cafeteria vent, and salt winds sneaking through crooked lovers. Arielle already stood half a head taller than her classmates, blotting overhead projector light each time she traced manatee-feeding sanctuaries on the pull-down map. One missed slip recess, two kids hop-skipped chalk squares, chanting sandbarge, every thud her yellow boots made on wet concrete. That evening, she strolled the tide line, pocketed soda caps polished pearl by Tide, threaded them onto fishing leader, stitched the jangly ribbon right down her teal hoodie, and walked into homeroom, scattering prism freckles across aging ceiling tiles. A visiting substitute filmed 9 shaky seconds on an ancient flip phone, posted the shimmer to a newborn video site, and by snack time, 15,000 strangers applauded the girl who turned teasing into lighthouse glitter. Arielle wrote a single promise besides subtraction drills. Clouds crowd only until you flash them bright. Saturday sunrises belong to the pier where her mother's trumpet swirls tangle with outboard rumbles from blue crab boats, skillet pops from conch fritter stands, and gulls haggling for mullet tails. Store jeans stalled mid-thigh, so Arielle traded tip jar quarters for sun-bleached gill net, unraveled rope, crocheted high-waist shorts, misted them with squid ink turtle silhouettes, then posed at tangerine dusk against rush-striped bollards, while her cousin snapped grainy frames. Each photo drifted into an online journal called Lantern Drift. During the week, a shiny image app finally reached the Gulf Coast. Captions hop between dock slang and plain confessions like curves anchor wind stronger than seawalls. 2 months before 16 Candles, 53,000 unseen hearts tap tiny hearts below every mango-colored post. Evidence that glowing rectangles can hush cafeteria razors faster than any coach whistle. A Seagrass Science Fellowship carried her north to the University of South Florida. Daylight disappeared in wave flume labs. Nights belonged to a 24-hour beignet wagon, glow neon guava under whispering palms. The heat lamp moonlighted as ring light, so between cinnamon orders, she filmed 90-second reels, twisting parchment into mangrove rose barrettes while translating dart rotation in half lecture zip, half shoreline lull, and of layered dolphin clicks beneath lo-fi shuffle, while she's chain-stitched reflective anchor braid through thrift denim, and 48 hours later, the view counter stormed past 1.3 million. Coastal-style pages toasted her as the Bennu Taylor, yet every sponsor proposal still froze at size 16. She filed each PDF in a folder titled Shrinking Necks, brushed sugar dust from her sleeves, and served the next surfer his powdered cone of joy, with sunrise sparkling behind her eyes. Hurricane Practice Month produced an email carrying the Columbia Sportswear Compass. The brand wanted her voice inside a spray shell capsule called Silver Tide. Arielle answered with 3 pure solid terms: patterns through 60-inch hips, half the photo staff hired from community college fashion cohorts, 10% of profit earmarked for restoring turtlegrass meadows from Cedar Key to Key Biscayne. Columbia signed, before dawn, tinted lead beakers coral. The shoe unfolded on a sugar-white sandbar where snowy plover chicks left comma tracks across damp courts. She coached paddleboarders of every outline through glass ripples, while a drone carved lazy infinity symbols overhead, and 41 hours after launch, Every extended-size jacket had vanished across 33 countries. Lantern drift leapt beyond 700,000 lanterns. Quick pit stop, my friend. If that subscribe badge above still glows red, go ahead and nudge it gray. You will not miss a single Thai Fresh upload, and it tells the algorithm that curves, creativity, and community beat bland content any day. Plus, you will always be first in line when next week's adventure lands. Scroll later to the description where a quiet link named Love Compass waits. It is the same guide thousands follow when they want the clearest route to genuine affection and the most reliable way to encourage a woman's heart to bloom. Spotlight shimmer pulled rumor gulls. A clickbait vlog declared Arielle secretly straps metal plates round her waist beneath silver-tied jackets. Dawn found her paddling a cypress board between eelgrass ribbons, bare feet planted in linen shorts and sports bra, tracing silver stretch lines with crushed bougainvillea, while her mother blasted a sunrise riff raw enough to freeze pelicans mid-flight. 10 million viewers reposted the proof, brushing fuchsia dust across their own curves until gossip sank under slack tide. Bend your wages, ready with capsule royalties, and whipped into Sandbloom velvet. A foam like butter folding spruce tip custard, lime blossom oil, and mica flecks that glow seashell white in any flash. 19,000 tins cooled on her father's chart bench, lids tied with braided crab trap rope, each label stamped Moisturizer Horizon. Stock drained in 82 minutes, lifting $198,000. 20% seeded beacon grants that send industrial surgers and pocket hydrophones to plus-size teams in shoreline schools from Tarpon Springs to Tampa Bay. 8 months later, 38 beacon teams streamed a floating fashion and dolphin song runway on a repurposed shrimp scow lit by solar lanterns, sunrise colors spilling into classrooms from Kingston to Kyoto. St. Petersburg Wharf Fashion Night minted fresh jetty legend. A backstage blower sliced her sapphire mesh gown hip to knee, 80 heartbeats before runway. Arielle grabbed neon dock rope off a lighting rack, laced the gash like boot hooks, and walked the boards as if the splice had glimmered in every original sketch. Camera shutters cracked like popcorn. Vogue Current crowned the rescue rope cadence, and Lantern Drift sparked another million icons before the after-party served its first lime spritzer. Trouble tried again when a former aide leaked cropped emails hinting she requested red snapper towers and chauffeured pontoon rides for her rescue pelican Echo. She posted the chain complete, refillable water urns, lentil stew for crew, caption monitors for deaf stylists. Then she donated that month's affiliate income, $136,000, to biodegradable trap pilots off Port Charlotte. Fans echoed her Pierre mantra, receipts shine brighter than rumor grit until whispers flatten like tide pool sand. Family keeps her compass humming. Twice a month, she streams Porchline Groove, Mom braids soulful runs beside a propane griddle, Dad reads cloud haiku, Arielle flips thrift denim, while Echo waddles powdery spirals across a driftwood plank. One episode crowned 9 million views when the feathery free spirit sneezed glitter onto the lens. A wildlife refuge now sponsors every stream, tagging rehabilitated pelicans with solar beacons funded by Sandbloom velvet jars. Supreme revenue topped $12 million before Solstice 2. She leased an idle oyster shed, carved skylights through corrugated tin, hired furloughed deckhands plus fashion grads to whip custard and knotlets during midday funk breaks. Auditors begged shrink seals, but she repeated Granny Melodia's line, hands conserve stories longer than plastic wraps, so rope ties stayed. Her feed owns Real Sky. Seagrass Sunset share scroll lanes with beignet truck selfies captioned, same sky, different tide. Breath loops recorded in underwater caves, resilience worksheets in English and Spanish, sliding scale therapy vouchers 3 swipes down. They all sit like buoys for anyone drifting. 10999,000 readers call her shoreline candor their first calm harbor. Community glow rides glitter beneath crest shell dust. Hundreds wheel sunset causeways wearing Sandbloom velvet on shoulders, LED seagrass tassels dancing from spokes. Ticket money fattens beacon grants and lifts snorkel cradles that help wheelchair adventurers glide over crystal springs. Chowder Shack's Bubble Lake rockfish chow bowls climb 15% on ride nights. Arielle steers a lead bike, Echo plush clipped to her handlebars, pausing to lace any rider's loose shoe. Her memoir, Quiet Currents, Loud Hearts, drops next spring in 11 languages, tracing boy chains she is welding into mobile maker labs for island schools. Puma's wide-to-wave lantern sneaker surfaces next quarter, threaded with reflective cord, cushioned by algae foam, channeling 10% of sales to Beacon nurseries that sow seagrass from Pensacola to Ponce. Second beacon call, and yes, the algorithm loves trios. If that subscribe badge somehow remains red, smudge it gray now so next week's journey does not drift past your dock. The love compass link below still waits to map unshakable connection whenever you decide it is time to anchor affection for good. Hurricane season eases towards slack water. Fresh velvet tins, beacon grant forms, tonight's porch line playlist, and that confidence guide beloved by thousands all hang in the description like lanterns for anyone searching shoreline hope. If the soda cap hoodie, shimmer, rope lace gown save, or echo glitter sneeze sparked even half a grin, press like, pour your brightest ripple in the comments, and send this tale to somebody whose cells hang still. Curves redirect currents, scars refract lighthouse glow, and the coast bows low to any soul strong enough to plant boots on the pier and greet tomorrow eyes bright. That's breath of ocean hush. Subscribe on this silent heartbeat, claim your rail, hunt that love compass in the description, and join me on the next rising tide when a brand new story blinks beyond the breakers and courage calls your name once more.